Hello everyone, my name is
Anna,
Julia,
Linda,
Marieva,
Madalena,
Lazar.
and we are DYouth.
Are you high? Are you low? Hang on there, you aren't alone. Here we come, here we go, the youth around the globe.
DYouth welcomes you to the new episode of the Diabetes Daily Podcast. Enjoy! Welcome. Please tell me something about yourself.
My name is Milica. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Novi Sad, Serbia, and I have diabetes for 8 years.
How was your diagnosis? How do you feel about it now, and how far did this change?
My diagnosis was very traumatic and hard. I was 13 years old when I got diagnosed, and at that time I was feeling very scared, didn't know what is happening to me, and didn't know what is diabetes at all. But now with all the education and experience, I think I'm feeling pretty good about it.
What scared you the most at first with your diabetes?
What scared me the most is the change. I was very scared about changing all of my lifestyle, and kind of that thought of being sick in my mind was very wrong, and I couldn't get a hold of it to think that in that such a young age I needed to change everything about me and my existence. But how the time goes, it was easier with all of ups and downs. When I sums it up, it's kind of challenging, but change is not always bad. I get a chance to be better for myself and to eat healthier, to exercise more, to kind of be in some way selfish, to love myself and put myself first so that I be healthy.
What barriers do you feel diabetes has created in your life?
The barriers I feel is maybe I need to think so much about stuff, and it's kind of burdening in the way that I think so much on daily basis, and all those things that I need to take care of is like food, going out, just hanging out with friends isn't that easy for me and for my friends, and it kind of feels frustrating, and I'm not always feel like I can do everything. I mean, that is true, but in some ways I can't, because I need to take care of everything and to put myself first, to remember everything, to remember my insulin, to remember my food. And I don't always feel very well, because when I'm in hypo, I need so much energy and I don't have it. And maybe I was on the party or with friends, and it's kind of hard to know that it's all on you, and you don't always have full control of it, because sometimes it happens and you don't know why. And it's confusing and time consuming and tiring in some way. But when you know why are you doing it, it's easier, gets easier.
Do you have a moment or history of your diabetes that you would like to share?
The story I would like to share was that before I was diagnosed, I never heard of diabetes, and I met a guy in the same place I was going on summer on vacation, and he was the first person who I met that has diabetes, and he was diagnosed 5 years before that. And I was very concerned and confused about what it is and how he's living it with it, but I didn't had a clue. And first time ever, I'm hearing about that word, not of diagnosis. And then our families get closer and we start hanging out, and his sister and I become very good friends. And it's a funny coincidence because 2 years after that I was diagnosed, and then it's kind of funny how I didn't know anything about it and I wanted to learn about it, but it kind of came on me when I was not expecting it. And it was easier for me to accept my diagnosis because I knew that there was some guy who was living a great life with his family in France, and I have the same, chances as him to have all that if I don't panic and if I don't fall out in the despair and depression. And it was very funny and cute for me. And I had some bad experiences when I was in the friend groups who didn't know me very well. They will say that I draw attention on me because I am talking about it freely, but in some way I was feeling like it was my defense mechanism because I liked to educate the people around me so that they will know if something happens to me what they need to do to help me feel better. But for people who don't know about it, I think it's very different. They see it as some flaw or, I don't know, disease. And they are kind of, because they don't know how to act, and they don't know how to take you seriously. And it was very sad for me, but you learn to be okay with that don't all people know about it, and the good ones is going to want to learn about it to help you, and I think that's precious.
What was your personal power secret to keep on and fight?
I think my superpower is maybe helping others and doing God's work. Just kidding. When you educate the people around you, you make your life easier and their life fuller, because those are your friends and those are people who need to know how to deal with you, because you're not always on your right mind when you have diabetes. And I would say education is the best way to feel good about it and to motivate you to keep going, because there are so many people who need help and need support, and I think that's the most needed thing. And if you are good with yourself and you're feeling good about yourself, you could help others, and that's kind of transaction that is going on and make everything good. I would say that.
What is your dream for the future of diabetes?
For my future, I would say I just want to be happy. To love everything I do and to do everything I love. So that could be very good. And for the future of diabetes, I would like to see that every person in the world has accessible care and has accessible mental care, and to feel less alone in that fight they're fighting, because you're not alone. There's a lot of people who are going to the same stuff, and you're not the first one and you're not the last one. but with your time and your goodwill, you can help others to feel better about themselves and about their diagnosis.
What message would you like to leave? What is your conclusion?
My conclusion, I don't have conclusion. I think that life with diabetes can be really great. I mean, life generally. And there's people fighting much harder battles. I mean that in nicest way. I know that every battle for yourself is the hardest, but when you think about it, we are just happy to be alive and to be capable of doing everything we dream of. And that's a pretty great thing to have. My conclusion is that life can be pretty great. And it's what you take of it and how you make it. So when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. And that's also the message for people with diabetes, because you didn't choose your diagnosis, but you can choose what you're gonna do with it. And if you educate other people and live a healthier lifestyle and take care of yourself, you can make it very good and very worth living.
Is there something else that you want to add?
At the end, I would like to mention the organization I'm part of and to be very happy to be a part of. It's called Diaverzum, and it's located in Novi Sad. It's the group of people who are educating and hanging out and learning about diabetes and living with it, and they are very big support for me and for my life as it is. And I would like to say that if you're not a part of any organization, that maybe can help you to be more in the flow and in the time with new information about medical care, about diabetes, about yourself. And I think it's very good to have mental support from the people who are going through the same stuff that you're going to, and you're just feeling easier when you have someone to talk to who can completely understand how are you feeling. So if you are not a part of it, you maybe can make it in your town or find it. So, and if you're from Serbia or Novi Sad, you can also come and join us in our little world.
Are you high? Are you low? Hang on there, you aren't alone. Here we come, here we go, the youth around the globe.
DYouth thanks you for receiving this episode of Diabetes Daily. We hope you like it. Thank you for your support. If you feel like sharing your own story, check out our show notes on how you can do so. Until next week, we wish you good blood sugar.